Welcome back, video creeps. We did it. It's the end of the line. We've reviewed every single episode of the Chucky TV series. And now, it's time for us to go over the season finale. Now, I know a lot of our hearts are going to be broken moving forward. What are we going to do without Chucky? Worry not, because more Chucky is coming. And if you ever miss me talking about Chucky, I have a whole playlist on my channel where I talk about Chucky. So be still your beating heart. Just like every other episode in this series, this VC is brought to you by Monster Fam, the Discord, an awesome community of horror friends who get together to just watch and talk, and it's a great place to be. So if you're looking for an awesome little community to go and hang out over on Discord, check out the link down below. Alright, let's get into the season finale. First and foremost, I loved how this episode just immediately picked up with where we left off with Andy knocking on Junior's doors. That was wonderful. And then we go into this like fun little cat and mouse thing where like Andy is like pretending to be one thing, but like Junior knows what he's doing. Like, I love that. I love any time that we can see two characters trying to play each other and us as the audience know exactly what both of them are doing. I love that kind of shit, even though I will say in this scenario, I do think Junior had the upper hand. Then again, Andy is like just knocking Chucky's down like all across the state, so who knows how that really would have gone down. And again, like I just got that same feel. There's something about seeing Andy Barkley talking to little kids about Chucky, just because we know this character, like we know his whole history, so to see him with Junior kind of talk, like it gives me just little feely feels on the inside of me. And I really like Alex Vincent's acting in this scene as well, where he's playing like an off-the-street Craigslist, which, by the way, Junior, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't let just random Craigslist people into your house. Though, like, when he does get in there, there's like this one scene that, like, just for me personally, if you thought this too, let me know in the comments. But I couldn't help but feel like there's this one scene where Andy is standing in the room where it just looks like Andy in his orphanage like house with Phil and Joanne. Like, there's just something about it. It does make me wonder if that shot was intentional, and it was to elicit that thought. Now, if you want to talk about intentional or not, all throughout this series, we've gotten cute little homages to other horror films, and in this one was no different, with Chucky in the toilet giving us a little like Ghoulies love. That is something that I loved about this series as well. I love that we got these little Easter eggs, just feeding it to the horror community because we're the ones watching. So to see sweet homages like that to movies like Ghoulies, it's kind of like, all right, that's extra cool. The title card to this episode was just, it gave me tingles. It gave me actual tingles like a child. I felt like happy sprinkles inside of my body. Now, of course, this leads us into seeing Kyle with Lexi and Jake, and it's great. We get more backstory to what's going on with Chucky and how if any of the kids even kill one, then we could be facing an army of Chuckies, which one of my favorite parts of this episode. Like, Kyle asked the kids, have you guys killed anyone recently? And Lexi like looks over at it's just a funny moment that I like. It's small, but I loved it. And much like Andy, it's cool to see Kyle back wearing familiar clothes and talking to kids about Chucky. It's completely forgivable that she straight up roofied some underage kids. Kyle's a badass, so it's forgivable. Now, just like the last two episodes, we get some just Jennifer Tilly gold. We see her like get attacked by Chucky, Nika, and then Chucky comes and then saves her. It's just, there's so much fun packed into this one little scene. First and foremost, we see how adorably domesticated Jennifer Tilly is with her little life, with her little random Chuckies that all are special with their own personality. And then we got Junior here, who's brand new to the team, and it's kind of like their little surrogate kid. We have Devin tied up in the corner, and then there's Chucky, Nika. Tiffany somehow in this house has this little psychopathic family that's making her really happy. And in turn, it like makes me happy that she has it. Though when like Chucky, Nika is like attacking Chucky, there's a confusing point here where I'm gonna need you guys to hang out in the comments for me and tell me your thoughts. Chucky says that he killed Tiffany 4 times, including her original human body. But that's confusing to me because I can only count 3 times that he has killed Tiffany. So let me know down in the comments what your 4 times that you recollect are, because I'm having a little trouble there. Now at this part in the episode, like, we are in full swing. Chucky is talking to his army of other Chuckies, which, like, boy, what a come up. Long gone are the days where Chucky is playing hide the soul. Sure, we could play our own morality game about, like, what he's choosing to do, but, like, growth like that deserves to be acknowledged. God, so much happens in that scene too. Like, Chucky convinces Tiffany to kill Nika, but then she doesn't want to do it because she cares about Nika. So then Chucky convinces Junior to do it, but then Tiffany kills Chucky by cutting his head off. All the while, poor little Devin is in the corner watching everything. God, like, just Tiffany this season has just been my favorite character. Like, I don't know how they did it, because I've always liked her, but I love her in this. So much so that, like, I'm willing to do, like, a psychiatric analysis video of Tiffany Valentine. If you guys want that, let me know. Now, of course, what's most important about this scene and being in this house is that Tiffany drops a bomb. Not only her mentioning Glenda, which we all love that, but like a physical, like a bomb. Its intention is to kill Andy Barkley, who happens to, like, arrive just in time to save Devin. However, not in time to save Kyle, who, like, opens up a door and causes a huge explosion. Now, I don't believe that Kyle is dead for 1 fucking second. There's no way that they would just take a legacy character like Kyle and kill her off so callously without some, like, deep emotion being infused into losing that character. I just don't believe that. However, it is concerning that at the end, when Chucky does his little monologue, he does count that explosion as killing someone. And then on the news, they talk about how there were fatalities that happened in that house. So who knows? Could there have been someone else in the house that we didn't see, that maybe, like, I don't know. But we do get that weird black glove scene later on in the fucking Kyle's alive. Let's not. Video creeps. We have to wait until the next season to figure out if that actual glove person was Kyle, though. But what you don't have to wait for is Video Creep merch. If you go down to the description of this video, you can see a link to this badass t-shirt that is up for sale right now. I put a lot of work into these videos for you guys, and I do it for free, but your boys gotta eat. So show your support for the channel by picking up one of those shirts. Now, big scene in this thing is the big gathering of the town to watch Frankenstein, where Chucky just goes around stabbing people in the taint. One of the most gnarly things that doll has ever, that was evil. Like, level 100 son of a bitch shit, Chucky. He has done some diabolical shit in his past, but that is just, that's evil. Now, while this is going on, there's an emotional connection going on behind the screen with Lexi and Junior. And, like, I gotta feel bad for Junior in this because he's so liberated and too free. Junior was like a caged dog who's finally let out, and the first thing he does is run into the street. And he's like trying to convince Lexi, like, hey, get in the street, we can dodge these cars, it's fun, you and I are in control now. But he doesn't, he totally gets stabbed and dies. We lose the character of Junior, which is really sad because he just started to get really interesting to me. He's the kind of character where everything for him could have been prevented, but wasn't. Ultimately, that leads us to Jake having this really big emotional conversation with Chucky while he's like lakeshore strangling him. We get this great like eyeball, like it's an awesome looking scene. But I think emotionally what he was saying in that scene was far superior. Him talking about regretting what happened to his dad, and although they didn't connect and see eye to eye, he's upset that he'll never have the chance to maybe rectify that one day. It's very real, it's very sad. And I like that we got to see that side of Jake and know that he's thinking about that kind of stuff as well. Then, of course, a big cool thing is that we see the return of the Tiffany doll, which was spoiled for me on Instagram there. Thanks, guys. It's really cool to see her back, especially because, like, at the end of Cult, we get that quick scene with her sitting in the car with Chucky, Nika, and Tiffany, but then nothing became of her the whole season long. So, like, very exciting to see Tiffany the doll back. Though I gotta say, in my heart of hearts, when I think about Tiffany, like the human, I don't think we need Tiffany the doll. I'm so satiated without it. I'm glad to have them both, but those are my feelings. Now, as cool as it was to have Tiffany the doll back, that is nowhere near as big as a shock as what we see happen to Nika Pierce. Oh my gosh, I think that's like one of the darkest things we've seen in the entire Child's Play Chucky universe. Like I was not ready to see Nika just fucking poor girl. We feel extra bad for Nika because like Nika never did anything. Like even her disability wasn't her fault. She didn't do anything. She was just a baby living her life. And now like that's for her to be dismembered like that. It's just fucking, this girl can't get a break. It felt gross. Like it felt dirty. And you feel so bad for her. It's ridiculous. What is going on with Nika? Why is this girl cursed? Super effective, and I was just like, my jaw was on the floor. I could not believe that is what Don Mancini decided to do with her character. And I am so stoked to see what's gonna happen in season 2 with her. We need some kind of justice for Nika. This is crazy. Which, as you all know by this point, season 2 has been greenlit. And not even like 2023 or some bullshit. Like this shit's coming back next year. We will see more Chucky in just like a couple of months, probably the end of the year. But nonetheless, like super exciting to have this show coming back. Again, I want to thank Monster Fan for coming in and supporting this series of videos. Again, check out that Discord down below and pick up a t-shirt if you want to support your boy. Or if you got $3 and want to buy me like a cup of coffee or something every month, become a Patreon. That link is down below as well. Obviously, I'm gonna want you to like the video. I want you to subscribe if you're new. And of course, hit the notification bell so that way you always know when I drop new things. Just because we're done with Chucky doesn't mean that you should stop hanging out. So I like that you were here. I have a crush on you now. Me and you, we can be together. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace, video creeps.
Yeah, you make me wanna take the clothes off. Yeah, you with all the support. Yeah, you show me, and so it's time to throw it back. Rebecca Reviews and Corey Stewart, Kyoko and Larry Sherman, Car Woman and Butcher's Grindhouse, Lord, X-Core, Michael Andrews and Grimnir, Survivors Guild Fight Voorhees, Yo Adrienne, Little Lady Heart and Leela, then Giselle, Peter Sweet Vegan, and then Elle, Cindy Fowler, Chris Arnott, Dawn of the Dead, The Darkest Dark, Jam Cedar, Channel of the Living Dead. Thank you all for being my Patreons, that's what I said. You make me hot inside my heart. Oh my God, I support the fact that you support my art. And I will keep on making these songs just for you. If you keep on just showing up, then that's just what I'll do.